Good evening from London. Wages in the United Kingdom have grown at the fastest rate in more than 20 years, but are still failing to keep up with rising prices. Regular pay, which excludes bonuses, rose at an annual pace of 6.4% between September and November, according to official figures. It marks the fastest growth since 2001, excluding the pandemic, when people got big rises after returning to work from furlough. However, when adjusted for rising prices, wages fell by 2.6%. The cost of living is currently rising at its fastest rate in almost 40 years, with inflation at 10.7%, meaning that people are effectively earning less. China's economy grew last year at the second slowest rate in almost half a century, in a sign of how the country's strict coronavirus regulations have affected businesses. Official figures show the gross domestic product of the world's second largest economy rose 3% in 2022. That is way below the government's target of 5.5%, but better than most economists had forecast. Meanwhile, China has entered an era of negative population growth after figures revealed a historic drop in the number of people for the first time since 1961. The nation of 1.4 billion has seen birth rates plunge to record lows as its workforce ages. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, the mainland Chinese population stood at over 1.411 billion at the end of 2022, a decrease of 850,000 from the end of the previous year. It marks the beginning of what is expected to be a long period of population decline, despite major government efforts to reverse the trend. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has said the EU needs to work and trade with China on clean tech and push for a level playing field rather than seek to decouple from the world's second largest economy. Speaking at the World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos, Ursula von der Leyen also praised the people of Ukraine and reiterated the announcement of the EU's €3 billion financial support for Ukraine amid Russia's ongoing invasion.
We still need to work and trade with China, especially when it comes to this transition. So we need to refocus our approach on de-risking rather than decoupling. This means using all our tools to deal with unfair practices, including the new foreign subsidies regulation. And we will not hesitate to open investigations if we consider that our procurement or other markets are being distorted by such subsidies.
And those are your main stories from London at close of business.